Are you wondering what not to bring camping? If you're new to camping, heading on your very first camping trip, or simply want a refresher, this list of things to leave at home is for you. There are plenty of camping essentials you don't want to forget, but there are also quite a few items you really don't need to bring with you. What you pack, or more importantly, what you don't pack, can make or break your experience. While most people know the essentials to bring, knowing what not to bring camping is equally important. In this video, we'll explore these items that should be avoided. Avoid valuable jewelry and accessories. Get simple ones instead. The wilderness is no place for expensive watches, rings, or necklaces. Not only is there a risk of these items getting lost or damaged, but they can also attract unwanted attention. Stick to simple, functional accessories that won't cause heartache if misplaced. While you might like to wear a watch to keep track of the time, make it one you can easily replace if it gets damaged, and consider leaving all other accessories at home. Glass bottles and ceramics. While a bottle of wine might seem like a good idea, glass bottles are heavy, take up more space, and are prone to breaking. Their shards can pose serious risks to humans and wildlife alike. Broken glass can also be a fire hazard. Opt for cans for drinks or plastic containers for food storage instead of glass containers. They're lighter, safer, and easier to pack once emptied. These plastic food storage containers are great because you can nest them when they're empty to save space. The same goes for bringing ceramics and anything else fragile that you can switch out for lightweight alternatives that are less likely to shatter. Take sturdy foil trays that can be used more than once instead of ceramic baking dishes, and plastic bottles instead of glass. If your cooking oil is in a glass bottle, consider transferring this into a small plastic bottle instead, along with other condiments you have stored in glass. Fragile or bulky electronics. Camping offers a chance to disconnect from our tech-driven lives. Bulky electronics like laptops or gaming consoles are not only impractical to carry, but also susceptible to damage from the elements. Limit your electronics to essentials like a phone for emergencies, chargers, and safety devices that are essential camping gear. Otherwise, leave electronics safe at home and make the most of your time outdoors. This is where having some great camping activities that everyone will enjoy will eliminate the need for screens and devices. Perfumes and strongly scented items. Perfumes, scented lotions, or heavily fragranced toiletries can attract wildlife, including pesky insects and potentially dangerous animals like bears. Stick to unscented or naturally scented alternatives to avoid unwelcome visitors at your campsite. This also includes perfume, cologne, deodorants, heavily scented skin lotions, shampoos, and extra toiletries you don't really need to pack. Prohibited items. Different campsites have different rules and regulations, and it's crucial to respect them or risk getting kicked out or getting fined. Some sites may prohibit items like alcohol, fireworks, noisy sound systems, or activities or specific cooking equipment. Always check the campsite's regulations before you go so you don't need to worry about your camping trip being cut short. Loudspeakers. While some tunes around the campfire might seem appealing, remember that noise travels far in open spaces. Your playlist might not be appreciated by fellow campers seeking peace and quiet. Enjoy the natural sounds of the wilderness instead, or keep the music to a very low level so it's only really your group who can hear it. Conversation around the campfire is a far greater sound anyway. Avoid loudspeakers and bond with your loved ones via intimate conversations. Fancy clothing or shoes. Camping is not a fashion runway. Leave your designer clothes and fancy shoes at home. They're impractical for outdoor activities and can get ruined easily. Opt for durable, comfortable clothing and sturdy shoes suitable for the terrain and weather conditions. High heels and designer jackets certainly don't belong on your camping gear list. Full-size toiletries. Full-size toiletries can add much more extra weight and take up valuable space. Opt for travel-size versions for shampoo, conditioner, moisturizer, and other essentials. Or transfer your products into smaller reusable containers. Choose biodegradable products wherever possible to minimize your impact on the environment. Disposable plates and utensils. Disposable plates and utensils might seem convenient, but they generate a significant amount of waste. Opt for reusable camping dishes and utensils instead of single-use plastics. They're more environmentally friendly and can be easily cleaned and reused. This way you're not lugging home trash bags full of rubbish. and there's far less risk of leaving trash at your campsite. Accelerants. While accelerants like lighter fluid might seem like a quick way to start a fire, they can be dangerous and often unnecessary. Learning to start a fire safely and naturally is a valuable camping skill and far safer. You don't want your camping trip to end with a medical emergency or a bushfire. Any unnecessary chemicals should definitely be left behind when you go camping. An axe or saw. Chopping down trees or branches is typically prohibited at campsites to preserve the natural environment, so you can generally leave this behind for your upcoming camping trip. Bring firewood from home or gather fallen wood if allowed. Always check the regulations of your campsite before getting your camping gears ready for your trip. Electric heaters. Electric heaters can pose a fire risk and are generally not suitable for tent camping due to the extreme safety risk. Instead, dress warmly with base layers, bring appropriate sleeping gear including the right sleeping bags for the climate, and rely on a safe campfire for heat. Tobacco or any smoking materials. Smoking poses a fire risk, leaves lingering smells, and cigarette butts are harmful to the environment. If you smoke, do so responsibly. Dispose of cigarette butts properly and respect those around you. Excessive food. Overpacking food can lead to unnecessary waste, especially if a lot of that is perishable food. Plan your meals carefully, consider non-perishables, and remember any dietary requirements you need to cater to when packing food and planning meals too. Make sure you do bring enough food, just don't go overboard. Lots of toys. If you're camping with kids or toddlers and you need a way to keep the kids entertained, a few camping toys are good to bring when camping, to ensure that they have something quiet to do while you're cooking or resting yourself. However, you don't need to bring a load of toys with you. Stick with a couple of items that they get a lot of enjoyment with. Avoid the noisy toys though, and don't bring electronics that could get ruined. Hiking boots. Buy a last that fits your foot, not waterproof uppers. It sounds like common sense, but it can be easy to think a boot fits you perfectly until it's too late. Give yourself a week or more and a few dozen miles on a shoe or boot before a big trip and hedge your bets against foot pain. At the very least, walk around in them before buying. If the boot fits your foot but needs more cushioning, splurge on inserts. To have a comfortable and stress-free camping experience, prioritize getting hiking boots that fit your foot instead of waterproof uppers. There are times when heavy waterproof boots are ideal, but that's likely only in wet, cold climates that most campers aren't hiking in. There's a reason lightweight, breathable Ultras, not heavy shit kickers, are the most common shoe on the Pacific Crest Trail. That combo makes for a more comfortable hike even when putting in thousands of miles. Sleeping bags. Buy synthetic fill, not super high fill power. Unless you're backpacking, bikepacking, or some other type of packing where you don't ferry your gear to the campsite via car, you don't need a super lightweight down sleeping bag. Don't get me wrong, down's warmth to weight ratio is unmatched. But if weight and packable space aren't issues, there's no reason not to go with a warm and water-resistant synthetic bag. While down is extremely nice, and high-fill down is even nicer, it's a premium you just don't need unless weight and packability are major issues. A 650 fill 20-degree bag will be just as warm as an 800 fill 20-degree bag, but the 800 fill bag will be a few ounces lighter and cost you a serious chunk of change. Camping is about simplicity, respect for nature, and a chance to spend time with the people we value. By leaving these items at home and taking environmentally friendly ones, you contribute to a safer, cleaner, and more enjoyable camping experience for everyone. Remember, the goal of camping is to leave no trace, preserving the beauty of the outdoors for future generations to enjoy. If you found this video useful, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.